Hey there, everybody. Well, as the Patriots and Rams get ready to play Sunday in the 2019 Super Bowl, it's been obviously 50 years since the Jets have won the big game, Super Bowl III, Joe Namath and company beating the Baltimore Colts in one of the biggest upsets of all time. I think most people would consider it quite an upset if the Jets made the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl next year. I suppose stranger things have happened, but as the Jets get ready for the 2019 season here in this critical offseason for Mike Maccagnan and Adam Gase, the new head coach, how close are they? How close is this organization to being a Super Bowl team in 2020, maybe 2021? I think the Jets can certainly take some encouragement from the fact that Jared Goff here, a young quarterback for the Rams, has shown a tremendous amount of progress, and the Rams have really hit on that pick. Certainly, Sam Darnold, the Jets' rookie quarterback last year, had some flaws, but a lot of signs of hope, especially toward the end of the season, that maybe, just maybe, he could finally be the franchise quarterback that this team has been seeking since Joe Namath left town. Now, the Rams have a lot of other things going for them that the Jets don't. They did a much better job in drafting. You're talking about guys like Aaron Donald and Todd Gurley. And the problem here for the Jets is they do not have a foundation of a draft build foundation for this rebuilding process. That was what Mike Maccagnan's goal was here coming into this rebuilding process when he decided to tear things down and rebuild in the 2017 offseason, was to rebuild through the draft. The problem is when you don't draft well, and Mike Maccagnan has not drafted well, especially in the middle rounds, then that presents an issue. Now, the Jets obviously have a ton of cap space this offseason, just as they did last offseason, to try to have something of a quick fix, put some pieces around Darnold, maybe trade for a number one receiver like Antonio Brown or A.J. Green. They could perhaps sign Le'Veon Bell. If they can fix their offensive line a little bit, maybe they could be in a position to shock the world and make the Super Bowl next year. I think it would be quite a shock. I think this team ultimately is not very close. And one of the reasons they're not close is because their roster is just obviously not there. I mean, that's a big, huge reason, right? I mean, the lack of talent. And the problem is that some of not only the draft picks, but if you look at Tremaine Johnson, the big money cornerback who Mike Maccagnan signed last season, has not panned out. And of course the draft picks, not just middle round guys like Lorenzo Malden, Devin Smith. You talk about Leonard Williams, hasn't really lived up to it. The billing of being the number 6 overall draft pick. Jamal Adams has to a bigger degree, but the Jets are just too short on talent right now, and they would have to probably hit on everything this offseason in terms of potential trades, signings, and the draft in order to and couple all of that with Sam Darnold's big leap progress, which is possible in 2019. I think all of that would have to happen for this team to make the Super Bowl next year. So they are not close. But maybe 2021 in the Super Bowl there after the 2020 season, I think that potentially could be more realistic. But the Jets have to do a better job. Maccagnan has to do a better job of building some talent on this roster, and Adam Gase has to see his quarterback developing plan for Sam Darnold and his plan for this offense come to fruition.